I see live on YouTube.
I don't know if anyone can see us, but here we are. We should have done a thing where it looked like we were busy reading a book. I'm like, oh, I didn't notice you were here.
Check. Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Oh,
We can hear you, yeah.
Okay, good. Sorry, I had to go through the whole test your audio and test your mic thing.
everybody, hold on. No, we haven't shared it. We haven't shared it.
So for sure, no one's here. Okay.
For sure, no one is currently here.
Great.
Are you going to share that link on your Facebook?
Yep, doing it now.
Cool.
Oh, great.
Live on YouTube. Welcome.
Oh, I can view the stream on YouTube right now.
Right on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do it. Is that going to break things?
Open a hole in the space-time continuum, but
I would pay money for someone to tell me what that actually is.
A hole in the space-time continuum?
No, like that's never mind. It's not that. We are.
Okay, so we're live, but
Yeah.
let's just talk for a couple minutes and see if anybody streams it.
I'm reading this script, even if no one's here. I do want to be clear about that.
I'm watching it right now.
Oh, I mean, we sound really good.
We can have 4 viewers then if we all watch the stream.
I know it said 2 viewers, and I was like, I think it's me and Jordan.
That's good.
I momentarily got super excited. Oh, what I'll do is I'll pull that up and I'll mute it.
That's what I did. I got really confused.
Oh, I kind of want to do that too.
All right, and so we're at
really
1 watching now.
Views. That's exciting.
That's probably me if it's 1 watching.
We need to get over 4 before we know for sure that
2 watching. Yeah. Well, it says 3 watching now.
I'm not watching. So
I don't like. That's not what I like to hear.
Oh, but it's back down to 2. Did someone exit out?
No, but we really disappointed someone. I guess they did not.
Isn't 2? Oh, it's down to 1.
Oh,
but I'm watching.
But so am I.
Someone's not telling the truth.
This is a terrible sign.
Oh,
you know what? Should we just pretend people are watching?
Right now?
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Should we just hello people who may or may not be watching?
Hello.
But well, somebody just liked it on Facebook, so hopefully that person's turning in. Tyler, I saw you liked it, so hopefully you're watching.
Who liked it?
And if you're not, you know what? We will post this for people to enjoy at a later date.
Yeah.
You know, it's
not like they got a whole lot to do.
In their
exactly. So I'm recording this in the program, and we'll do it.
Great.
So guys, I think we're live.
Great.
For the first episode of, I hope I'm saying this correctly, QUARANSCREENPLAYS. I forgot how to say the word quarantine for a moment. So when I first came up with the name, or me and Ryan sort of came up with it simultaneously.
Right.
And I was making our little graphic for it. I was like, is this insensitive? But I realized that quarantine is sort of I was pretending as if I was riffing off of the word coronavirus, which would have been a little more insensitive.
Yeah,
a little bit.
But it's on the word quarantine. That's more reassuring myself.
And that's fine. I mean,
for sure.
There's no going back, I guess, is the moral of the story.
We could just morph into, we could pivot and be like, this is for screenplays that should not see the light of day.
Well, also, I mean,
but then it's just a poor play on words, I guess.
I think with quarantine, we protect ourselves because we'll have a future with any other viral diseases that may happen. You know, we'll have.
That was like
we'll have a good
answer.
title. Yeah, exactly.
Future-proof.
Yeah, we're future-proofing
sure.
ourselves.
So this could be renewed for more seasons, depending upon how many more global pandemics we all
that one
live through.
That one feels like a line.
Do you think so? All right. Well, if anybody's watching, this is QUARANSCREENPLAYS. My name is Austin. I am here with 3 of my sweetest best friends, Max, Jordan, and Ryan. And the whole point of this show is we have written a number as film students, former film students. We all went to school together. We have written a number of screenplays, some of which have gotten made, some of which, for better or worse, have not gotten made. And tonight, I am so excited that we are kicking this off with a reading of Max Romanowski's legendary script, Hot Dog Justice.
Hot Dog Justice.
Which I could say 100 times. It is the greatest name for a script ever. And Max, I just want to get a bit from you about the history of Hot Dog Justice. How did you come up with this idea? How did we get to today?
I had been sitting on a hot dog themed idea for quite some time. It originated with the idea I wanted to like shoot a trailer for a story about a man who wanted to become a competitive hot dog eater, but he was too skinny, and so people didn't think he had it in him. And that story was called From Worst to First, but like it was with a U.
Oh gosh.
So this was deeply embedded in the culture of hot dog themed puns, I guess. And I never did that, obviously. And so when we had to write 10, all four of us were in a screenwriting class together, and we had to write 10 ideas for movies. And I wasn't getting desperate, but I got to one and I started typing it, and it was one of the things where you started typing it and I didn't know how it was going to end until I finished the sentence. And I had typed Hot Dog Justice and then the synopsis, or the little bit of the concept of this idea.
I believe the word you're looking for is log line.
It seemed jargon heavy. I didn't want to belabor people. But yeah, so I wrote that, and I just was like, okay, I'll fill it out. And then when it came time to like turn one of my 10 ideas into a short film, I thought, I guess we're doing this one. And then here we are.
Max, I have a question.
I have an answer.
How long did it take you to write it?
Probably not long enough. The first draft didn't take me long at all. Our professor, God bless her heart, sat through multiple drafts where she was like, Max, this isn't a real story. Like, what are you doing? And it'll become apparent as we read through it that it barely makes sense as a story. But so the later drafts, and then Austin, I remember Austin was really nice. When I was really in a rut, I sort of mined him for a couple ideas to iron out some of the kinks that were present within it. And so we ended at a story that is Hot Dog Justice, I guess. I don't know.
And I should say that I unironically love Hot Dog Justice. I'm excited to read it. Even if nobody's watching, I'm excited that we get to read it. Because because I actually think this is a very funny idea, and the script makes me laugh because it's funny, not because it's bad.
Ryan and Jordan, was this the first time? I know that you knew about the existence of this for a long time, but I don't know if you ever read it when we were in class. Was this your first time reading it?
I think I read it I think you sent it to me after we graduated, and I must have read it because I have read it before, but I don't think I read it when we were in class.
Max, I don't know if I have. I got through half of it, and I loved it. Today I hadn't had time to read the whole thing, so this is my inaugural read.
Oh, this is exciting! It's gonna be good.
This is very exciting.
Ryan,
pumped.
You're playing way too many characters for this to be your first read through.
I'm excited.
So, one of the things that I just want to point it out, because I'm going to try not to point things out as we're reading and going through.
Right.
Many of the characters are named, or their names are based upon hot dog brands or hot dog related puns.
I would say any named character is hot dog related.
For sure. And so I just want to go around the horn and who are the characters you guys are going to be portraying? I will be reading all the scene description, and I have a very brief part as Detective 2, the beautifully named Detective 2.
He doesn't say his name. I don't have to name him. It's fine.
Exactly.
I'll be reading a plethora of names: police officer, Detective 1.
My counterpart.
Yes.
I, of course, am Detective 2.
Yes. Detective 1, Oscar.
That's hot dogs.
Oscar, yep. Yes. And I believe I will be also playing the judge and the announcer. So
Oscar's name, I don't believe, is ever clarified. But Max, if you were to just off the top of your head give him a last name, what would it be?
Yeah,
Do I-
very, very curious.
Do I not give him a last name?
Man, I was really setting you up for an Oscar Mayer joke there, and you blew
Oh,
it. You took that way
That's
too
on me.
serious.
I
You took
well,
that
maybe think, did I
way-
name him?
Took it way too serious.
But yeah, no, it's Oscar as in Oscar Mayer. I wasn't gonna name him Oscar Mayer though.
For sure, yes. Correct. And then Max, who are you? Who are you playing tonight?
I will be playing Nathan.
Nathan, of course, as in the
Nathan's
Nathan's Hot
Hot
Dogs.
Dogs.
Is that a that's like an airport chain, right? Are Nathan's Hot Dogs mainly in airports?
Maybe I've seen him in food courts. It's a big East Coast
Mm.
thing, and I'm Pennsylvanian in my roots.
Yep. I forgot. Yeah, that name really that meant a lot to you, naming him Nathan.
It did.
And
Yeah.
Jordan, who will you be playing?
I will be playing Nathan's friend Frank.
Frank.
one.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah.
Excellent.
No explanation needed there.
Yeah. Max, is there anything you want people to know before we dive in and begin Hot Dog Justice?
I mean, I think the story just speaks for itself.
I couldn't agree more. We're going to dive right in. Get ready for the best roughly 14 minutes of your life if the 1 minute a page rule does
Applies
in fact
any-
pan out. Hot Dog Justice, written by the beautiful Max Romanowski in 2015, the title page tells me.
Yeah, that is true. Fall of 2015 is when I remember working on it over Thanksgiving break. So that was the. So I guess I was hungry when I wrote it.
Fantastic. All right, let us begin. Fade in, interior, exam room day. A classroom is filled with rows and rows of desks. A chalkboard at the front reads, bar exam, 10 a.m. The clock on the wall reads 9:55. There is a single empty desk. Interior, studio apartment kitchen, day. Time card, 8:03 a.m. Nathan is pacing around the kitchen frantically. He's skinny, of average height, with blonde hair. At the kitchen table, his roommate, Frank, is eating his breakfast. Frank is holding a collection of flashcards.
Affidavit.
A written statement under oath.
Perjury.
Making false statements under oath.
Breakfast.
What?
Breakfast. Eat it.
Can't, dude. Studies show that cramming for exams accounts for 90% of information retained during the test.
You made that up.
Not for me, I didn't.
Come on, eat. You need the energy. Do you want to fail the bar exam a third time?
Trying to do your best impression of my dad. Try saying, if you fail again, I'll stop paying for law school. You'll sound just like him.
I'm just.
There's a knock on the door of the apartment. Nathan stands up from the table and answers it. There is a police officer at the door.
Hello, officer. Is everything okay?
Excuse me, sir. Are you Nathan McAvery?
Yes.
The cop pulls out handcuffs and begins to arrest Nathan.
You're under arrest for conspiracy of the murder of Emmett Schultz.
Wait, what? What's happening? Stop it. Frank?
Frank tries to be helpful, but is unable to reason with the cop. Nathan is shoved out the door and taken away. Interior, police interrogation room day. Time card, 8:37 a.m. Nathan sits in the room handcuffed, waiting as the detectives come in.
Mr. McAvery, do you understand why you are here now?
Is it because I didn't murder someone?
Do you know who this is?
He holds up a photo of an elderly man.
I mean, yeah, that's my professor. Think I murdered my professor?
Where were you on the night of November the 14th?
I was at a hot dog competition, actually.
Do you have any witnesses who could prove that?
Nathan gives a face of uneasiness. Interior, cafeteria night. Nathan in a row. This is so good. Nathan and a row of people sit at a long table. They're all wearing blindfolds.
Welcome to the 4th annual blindfolded hot dog eating competition.
The announcer is also shown to be wearing a blindfold. Interior, police interrogation room day. Matt shot from the previous police interrogation scene.
No.
Well, without any witnesses, there's not much good that does for you.
A scrawny kid like you, no one would believe you could win a hot dog eating competition.
So what you're saying is, if I can win a hot dog eating competition, then you'll let me go?
No.
But maybe.
No.
Interior, police station, main lobby, day. Nathan is led out into the lobby by the detective. His dad, Oscar, slightly overweight with wispy brown hair, is waiting for him.
His trial is on the 28th.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
They both begin to leave.
Are you kidding me, Nathan?
Dad, I didn't kill anyone.
This type of distraction is so typical of you. When are you going to start taking yourself seriously?
Nathan looks for the words unsuccessfully. Exterior, city street, day. Nathan is walking to the bar exam. He is several minutes away when he passes a hot dog eating competition. There is a sign that reads, I love this so much. There's a sign that reads hot dog competition.
You'll get there.
I love how convenient this was. I should have, man. There's a sign that reads hot dog competition. Walk-ins welcome. Nathan pulls out his phone and calls Frank.
Frank, meet me at 2nd and Timberland. I've got an idea.
Exterior hot dog eating contest day. Time card, 9:15 a.m. Nathan is on stage doing stomach stretches, preparing for the competition. Frank is next to him, coaching him along.
The cops really said this can clear your name?
They strongly inferred it.
Really?
Listen, I don't know why I'm in the mix with a murder charge, but there's no way I'm taking the bar exam with murder charges over my head. This is the smartest option.
Is it? Let's just go take the exam and then see.
This is the smartest option. Can't you just support me here?
Okay. I just think you're...
Frank is cut off by the loudspeaker announcer, who declares that the contest is starting.
Well, good luck, dude. Hey, at least you're finally getting a hearty breakfast.
Nathan smiles sarcastically at him as he walks off the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 76th annual Montgomery Hot Dog Eating Competition.
The crowd goes wild.
Ready, competitors? On your marks, get set, go!
They are off. Hot dog after hot dog is consumed. Nathan immediately begins to chow down. He's on the edge of the stage with Frank standing off the stage right next to him. Nathan is already several hot dogs in.
You're killing it, man. That creepy looking dude next to you, he's got nothing on you.
The creepy looking dude casts an irritated glance back at Frank. Nathan starts another hot dog, this time eating the hot dog without the bun and then dunking the bun in a cup of water to make it easier to swallow.
Where on earth did you learn that?
I saw it watching TV when I stayed home sick from school as a kid.
Caught none of that. Still super excited for you.
Exterior hot dog eating competition day. The competition is drawing near to a close. Nathan looks exhausted and can barely continue. As the timer winds down, Nathan summons up the last of his energy and downs a final hot dog.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Put those dogs down.
Nathan slumps back into his chair. Frank runs up and gives him a firm pat on the shoulder.
Way to go, man. Heck of a job.
Nathan smiles faintly, clearly overfull. The judges walk around, tallying each contestant's score. Frank and Nathan wait in anticipation.
The final results are in, and for the first time in almost 30 years, we have a tie between Joshua Savio, Louis Chang, and Nathan McAvery.
Frank lets out a cheer. Nathan just rolls his eyes in defeat.
In order to pick a victor, we will hold a tiebreaker between the three of them. 5 more hot dogs.
The crowd cheers wildly. Nathan slumps his head down on the table. Exterior hot dog eating contest day. Nathan sits off stage. Frank walks up toward him.
Hey dude, quick heads up.
What?
Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but your dad's here.
Nathan gives a look of irritation and sighs deeply.
And he's upset. Like McDonald's forgot the cheese on his burger upset.
Oscar makes his way up the steps and over to Nathan.
Nathan, what on earth are you doing?
Nathan opens his eyes and looks at his dad.
Dad, I'm kind of super busy right now.
This is stupid. The bar exam is starting soon.
No,
Excuse me?
I'm not going.
Son, stop embarrassing yourself.
Dad,
No. Stop it. I'm tired of your behavior. All I want is to get you through your education, but you fought me at every turn. I'm sick of this attitude.
Well, Dad, maybe I don't want to be a lawyer. Think about that.
Oscar pauses in frustration.
You're taking that exam.
He begins to walk away. Right as he starts to walk off the stage, he turns around.
Your mother wanted more from her son than competitive hot dog eating.
Nathan is silent. His dad leaves. Oh, that's great. Exterior hot dog eating contest off stage day. Time card 9:43 a.m. Nathan is lying on the floor with his eyes closed. Frank is walking around him in thought.
All right. You still have 15 more minutes till the bar starts. 5 more hot dogs and you're golden.
I'm done. I'm full, dude. I'm full and sick and tired of the taste of hot dogs.
What?
I can't do it.
Stop it.
Nathan pauses for a moment.
I can't be a lawyer.
Frank composes his thoughts for a moment.
Well, that's not fair. You still haven't taken the test.
Nathan sits up, opens his eyes, and looks at Frank.
You ever feel like you suck at everything?
Expand on that.
Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think I can make it as a lawyer. I can't pass the exam. I can't even win a stupid hot dog eating contest.
Nathan plops back down on the floor.
Listen, man. I don't know what to tell you. No one says you have to be a lawyer. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. Stop focusing on what you can't do and focus on what you can. Like right now. Hold on.
Frank rifles through his backpack and pulls out a bottle of mustard.
In case you need a change in flavor.
Nathan cracks a small smile.
Now get out there and clear your name of murder.
Exterior hot dog eating contest day. Nathan is back up on stage. All 3 contenders are clearly winded, but the esteem of being a hot dog champion is worth the pain. 5 hot dogs are placed in front of each of them.
All right, everyone. First to down the dogs wins everything. Good luck. Get ready. Get set. Go.
Nathan immediately pulls out mustard and applies it to each hot dog. He then dives in. The change in flavor. The change in flavor. Max, I love you so much. The change in flavor has clearly given him the edge. The crowd is ecstatic, and Nathan is channeling their positive energy. Frank is off to the side, cheering like a madman. With a mighty... I'm crying. With a mighty swoop of the hand, Nathan grabs his final hot dog. He takes a deep breath and finishes the hot dog in 2 bites. He smiles with absolute triumph. He wipes a little mustard off his mouth with the back of his hand and does a double fist pump in the air.
And we have a winner. The competition is over. Nathan McAvery is the winner of the 76th Montgomery hot dog eating competition.
The crowd storms the stage in an overflow of unbridled emotion. They hoist Nathan into the air. A confetti bomb explodes and rains down individual mustard and ketchup packets. People try to open them.
What?
This is going to be worth the wait when I get through this next line. So yeah, a confetti bomb explodes and rains down individual mustard and ketchup packets. People try to open them, but the little dotted line things on the packets aren't at all helpful, so they can't. Nathan is brought back to the ground as the head judge of the competition approaches him.
Oh, congratulations, sir. This truly is the highest honor you can receive.
He shakes his hand firmly.
Thank you.
The judge pulls out a medal in the shape of a hot dog and places it around Nathan's neck. Nathan glances at his watch and then panics. He excuses himself and runs off stage. He runs up to Frank.
Thank you.
You do you, man.
Nathan takes off running and makes his way through the crowd. As he gets to the edge of the crowd, he bumps into the detective from earlier.
Hey, kid. Congratulations. I came here to tell you that you don't have to attend your court date. You're free to go.
It worked. The competition cleared my name of murder.
Not a chance. We had someone come into the station this morning and confess. You're cleared of all charges.
Well, that's a bummer.
Exterior College University building day. Time card 9:58. Nathan sprints toward the building and runs up the steps. His dad is waiting at the front of the door for him.
Nice of you to show up, Nathan.
What is this, Dad?
I'm glad you've decided to do the right thing.
I still don't know if I want to become a lawyer. I need you to know that.
You know I just want the best for you, right?
Nathan sighs and composes himself.
I know, but this isn't your decision.
They both pause and look at each other. Nathan walks into the building. Interior, studio apartment day. Frank is inside the apartment reading a book. Nathan opens the door, tosses off his jacket, and plops onto the couch.
Did you pass?
Not even close.
What's the game plan?
I don't really know. I guess we'll see what happens.
How's it feel to be a hot dog eating champion?
You know, pretty much like you think it would.
So amazing.
Obviously.
They laugh together and Frank turns on the TV. We focus on the medal Nathan won from the competition, placed on the counter next to all of Nathan's textbooks from law school. Fade out. Oh man, Max. That's a masterpiece, my friend.
Oh my goodness.
It is something. Truly.
There is no better sentence ever than the change in flavor is clearly giving him the edge.
So
I love it so much.
there's too much of the humor is in like the meta text of it, you know, like jokes that would not have been made obvious in an actual movie of it, but that's okay.
Yeah, but I think what's really clever that you did is you took a concept that in actuality, like in real life, is completely ridiculous. And
yeah.
you made like our protagonist so oblivious to reality that he sort of inserts his own reality, and I think that's a really fun way to approach it.
Well, it's funny you say that because I really held on for a long time that I wanted to make it. I wanted him to actually clear his name of murder. I fought with that for a long time. And every draft I just got pushed back, understandably, and so I finally had to relent. And this is where Austin sort of came in and he helped sort of tailor it. And this is frustrating because I think Jordan, you mentioned this earlier that you thought that your favorite bit is the cutaway to. Like his alibi is that he was at a hot dog eating competition, but the joke is that it's a blindfolded hot dog eating competition. And the worst part about that is that joke Austin gave me to tee up the whole thing in the first place. So I didn't even write the funniest joke, which is a bummer because it is incredibly funny, I think.
That's hilarious.
I'd forgotten that I did that. But...
Overflowing with natural talent.
But you want to know what the second funniest joke is?
Is it the hot dog? Is it the ketchup and mustard packets? Because that makes me laugh.
Yes.
That was
the
great.
Confetti bomb.
I like that. That's just a fun little thing that you only get if you read the script or if you have the script read to you. That's the only time you really get
the
that
only
joke.
time. Little nugget for everybody.
So Max, looking back, what would you change? First of all, the fact that you wrote this script almost 5 years ago is crazy.
Yeah.
Would it have been the fall of 2015?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, like 4.5 years ago.
Yeah, wow.
Man.
It was I'm trying to think of what I would change. I went back and forth on whether or not he passed the exam. Maybe in hindsight he would have passed it just so that like it isn't his specific failure that's keeping him from doing it. It's that he has the option, like the decision to be a lawyer is beyond whether or not he passed the exam. I waffled on that for a long time, and I don't know if I landed on the right side of that argument. I don't know. The idea, I think the mustard. So the mustard is obviously like I needed something to sort of make the last one. So conceptually, the idea was like I wanted to tell a dumb story about a guy eating a hot dog, but in terms of like what I wanted to infuse character-wise, I wanted to pinpoint this idea or this feeling that like we feel like we're not like good at anything at all, like that we're doing stuff, but we actually like we're not made to do anything specific, and we're just sort of flailing. And you can't like fake it being a lawyer, right? Like you're you either pass the bar or you don't. And so I liked the idea.
Tell that to the television program Suits.
I've only seen like the pilot of that.
Isn't the whole point of that show that he is pretending to be a lawyer?
Oh yeah, I guess that is the
And
case.
what's the show that got canceled on Fox? It was about the lawyers. It was
The
a family-
Grinder.
The Grinder.
We aren't going to make this about the grinder, but we could make it about the grinder.
Yes, a future live stream that is only Max and I talking about the Grinder.
That's a
we
great
have
show.
so much to
Fantastic.
say.
That's a good show.
Yes, but like the idea was like sometimes we get stuck in the monotony of what we're doing, and like an alternative or a change in flavor can propel us to like reinvigorate us, I suppose. And so that's where that sort of stemmed from. However, the reality is that he would have lost because it would have taken so much time to put mustard on every hot dog. So I guess I would have loved a way around that. And I don't think there's so many logistic errors I think about all the time. Not all the time. Whenever I think about the script, like you wouldn't just, if you were accused of murder, they wouldn't let you out and then be like, hey, come to your court date, right? Like you would be in jail the whole time, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
for
yeah.
sure. Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
they let you out on bail for murder or.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the one that really gets me every time and makes me laugh is that there is a hot dog eating competition at like 8:30 in the morning.
And I love how it says walk-ins.
Yeah, something that
accepted.
nothing that has ever been accepted. No one has ever. That's like I would say the one event. Even golf lets you walk on, but I don't think hot dog competitions do.
Well, I think what's amazing is that they also solve the case in roughly an hour.
Well,
someone confesses less than an hour after he's interrogated.
Incredibly convenient, and more importantly, the detective decided, like, you know what? I'll go.
He's
just
gonna
walk
go
around and find
watch the hot dog
Yeah,
contest.
he didn't know
the case.
I love that everything's convenient, but
Yeah.
I don't think that that's a flaw of the script. Like it's not trying to be anything it isn't.
No, that is
And
true.
so I think that everything just happens the way it does because it's a movie is fine.
Yeah,
It's fine. And I actually do. I'm not sure if I've ever heard this. I mean, Max, I'm sure you and I read through dialogue, but I've never obviously heard it read in its entirety.
No, this
And
would have been the first.
That scene where it's like, do you ever feel like you suck at everything? Like that actually, even in this silly context, I kind of heard that and it sort of got me a little bit where I felt for Nathan.
Nathan, he's just
You know.
struggling through life.
I know, yeah.
Is it weird that
And also Frank's responses expand on that, which is just Max's response to
Oh yeah,
like,
that's all I ever say.
that is
I
not
didn't
in
even-
character. That is just Max.
That's how that's how I respond to anyone who's
Which
telling
I
me
love,
anything
yeah.
about their life.
Yeah.
Is it weird that I killed his mom?
Well,
didn't-
I was gonna say
I forgot about that.
I actually like. I like to think that his mom, for whatever reason, like she passed away when she told her husband, like, for the love of God, don't let him become a hot dog eating competitor. Like
Yeah,
the one
it's-
thing.
Yeah, and just how dramatic that line is.
I love it.
That
I
your
absolutely
mother wanted.
love it.
All right, so the one thing I want to do as we do these, and we'll wrap up pretty quickly. We've run longer than planned. Max, if you could cast this film, we don't need to cast it everybody. I just want to
No.
hear Oscar, Frank, and Nathan.
Detective number
Who-
2.
Yeah.
Tip number 2, got to be played by somebody who looks like me. So Idris Elba, once he recovers from the coronavirus.
Come on, man. Okay, so weirdly enough, Oscar's the first person I cast, and I'd like Paul Giamatti to play him,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
which is I think would be really fun. Let's see.
While you think of that, yeah, the gravitas that Paul Giamatti would bring to a line like "Your mother
Exactly,
wanted
yeah.
more from her son than competitive." Like, if anybody's is going to be able to sell that, it's got to be a Giamatti type.
Yeah, I would love. Oh, here it is. I'd love Frank to be played by Donald Glover.
Yeah.
And then Nathan can be played by Timothy Chalamet.
I love that they're best friends and their age difference is just insane. Got to be like 10 years between those
It's
two.
law school.
Yeah, but we don't really know what Frank. There's a lot of question marks that I'm sure a hot dog justice universe extended universe would expand on.
For sure. So I just want to give a shout out to Paul Giamatti, Donald Glover, and Timothy Chalamet. If you all agree to be in Hot Dog Justice,
we'll make it.
We will drop whatever we're doing in our lives and we will make it.
And we'll make this. Yeah.
So if anybody has connections to those guys, hit them up.
Make it happen.
All right, everybody. Well, I did check our live stream, and at one point, it said that 8 people were watching.
Oh, that's it. That means at least.
I got to
4
be
people
honest,
are
this
watching.
was a big win.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for putting up with the technical difficulties. We're going to keep doing this mainly because it makes us happy.
Yeah.
But if anyone watched, thank you. We will be live next Friday, promptly at the time we tell you.
Yeah, because we figured
as opposed
it
to tonight, we finally got it figured out. So thank you so much for watching. Max, more importantly, thank you for writing Hot Dog Justice.
Another round of applause for Max.
Yes, another round of applause for
Good
Max.
snaps.
Yep,
Good stuff.
a beautiful, beautiful film. So we will see you next week on Quarren Screenplays. Thank you so much. Bye.